moving on to our eagle, we want to have our eagle fly in, swoop down, fly up, and swoop down again. Let's start by making our eagle a little bit smaller as well, holding down the Shift key so we don't get a weird looking eagle. And we'll move our eagle right off stage up here. Then I'm going to right click on my eagle, choose Create Motion Tween again, and let me just move in the timeline so I can see the whole container. So about a quarter of the way through, somewhere like there, let's move our eagle swooping down, maybe trying to catch a fish out of the water. And then about halfway through, the eagle comes, oops, our canoe is in the way here. I'm going to undo that, and let's lock the canoe because the canoe is on top on a higher layer, so we don't change the canoe. So we're going to bring our eagle back up to about that position. 3/4 of the way through, let's bring our eagle back down, maybe because the canoe is going to be paddling along, maybe not quite so low because the canoe scares it off. And then finally, at the end, we'll have our eagle fly back out again. And if we take a look at that,
Lake Iroquois and many of the neighboring rivers acted like the roads and highways for the Aboriginal people.
The Aboriginal people traveled by canoe.
it's not terribly lifelike. So there's something we can do about that. So at any of the keyframes, if we use the subselection tool, so if I hold down the Option key and then click and drag, maybe got to get the right way here, drag to the left, I can make a curve out of it. And I can do the same thing, hold down the Option key, make a curve, and that's going to be a lot more lifelike than straight up and down. And now that we have these Bezier handles, we can perhaps change how it looks so that the eagle dives down in a straighter path. Kind of accelerates down and then swoops back up. And if we take a look at this now,
Lake Iroquois and many of the neighboring rivers acted like the roads and highways for the Aboriginal people.
The Aboriginal people traveled by canoe to reach many hunting, fishing, and trading grounds and other locations.
that's much, much more natural. The only other change I might want to make, and I'm going to go back to my Select tool, is at the low points, let's actually, and I'll change to my Transform tool, let's make the eagle scale up so it looks like it's getting kind of closer. And then here's, we're going to have to change the scale at these other points. So scale down, scale up, maybe not so much. And then the last one, scale down, maybe a lot, like it's flying away off into the distance. And we can do one more test
Lake
there.
Iroquois and many of the neighboring rivers acted like the roads and highways for the Aboriginal people.
The Aboriginal people traveled by canoe to reach many hunting, fishing, and trading grounds and other locations.